Hey guys, Junior here from Ascend.ai Solutions. In the last 4 days, I've generated over $30,000 worth of opportunities for my business, and I'm here to show you in these videos how you can do the same for yours. Today's video is a really special one. I actually want to show you a really amazing platform called Exa.ai. These guys are so crazy. Like, honestly, they are so crazy. The technology that they've built is essentially like ChatGPT, but for finding leads. Although it's not technically what they've designed it for, I mean, they use it to basically find any piece of data. But as somebody who generates leads for a living, this type of technology gets me excited. With a few words, you'll be able to find the perfect clients and create the perfect list of clients. Without further ado, let me show you this revolutionary technology, Exa.ai. Okay guys, so when you come onto the Exa site, you'll be greeted by this beautiful homepage, and you'll see a few different options along the top here. For the purposes of this video, I'm just going to talk you through my favorite thing, which is web sets. But just know that you also have the option to use the API. And so when you make out, make.com flows and things like that, where you have a flow of different applications, you can actually make an API call to Exa and draw on the technology and the information that it uses. So that's what this API dashboards is. So essentially, there's two functionalities: the web sets and the API dashboard. So, but for this video, let's go through the web sets, because this is what you use to essentially generate a list of perfect clients. This is going to change the way that we do lead generation, and as the technology grows, as AI gets better and better, yeah, sites like Apollo, LinkedIn Sales Navigator, I can see them starting to slowly become less useful, especially when AI can be used like this. But just note that as well, that this is, still kind of beta. So, I've spoken to a couple of the guys at Exa, and they were saying that, this is just the beginning of what they're working on. And they are going to be working on, really refining this. So if you like this, just know that it's just going to get better and better. Okay, let's get into it. So the first thing that I like to do is, let's the best way I think I can show you this is by let's do like a theoretical example, like a case study, and then we can work it through together. So let's say that, I am targeting this ideal client profile. So imagine that I want to target tech startups in the US who recently raised funding in the last 6 months and who are also hiring for sales roles. So that's my ideal perfect client for the offer that I have. Um, just pretend that, I do some type of lead generation service like marketing or cold email or LinkedIn outreach. Let's say that's the type of outreach that the type of services that I offer, and I'm looking for these types of company tech startups in the US who recently raised funding in the last 6 months who are also hiring for sales. Another thing that I like to do as well is I always like to start with my copy. So before I even generate a list or do anything like that, I like to start with the copy, because the copy is essentially what's going to be put in front of the eyes of your ideal client. So I like to start with the copy and then work backwards from there. So this is the copy that I want to use today. Hey, first name, or in other words, decision maker or person that is in charge. Hey, first name, congrats on and in a recent achievement, which is personalized. So we want to find something that is fairly recent that the company's achieved, and we want to, really call it out here. The reason is because we want to show that this isn't just a generic message. This is a personalized message, and we've done our research. So we're building rapport by doing this type of thing. Um, I wanted to reach out because I saw that you were hiring for sales roles and wanted to reach out. Sorry, that's a typo. Let me just delete that. So um, I saw that you're hiring for sales roles. That's all we needed. All we need to write there. So once again, that's all part of the ICP that we're searching for. I wanted to reach out because I saw that you were hiring for sales roles. So we need to make sure that we find contacts that are actually hiring for sales roles. State what I do so we can connect you with 5 to 8 ideal clients in the next 20 days. And then always good to have some social proof. So we did exactly this for a case study or social proof. So I'm confident that we could do the same for the company. Is this aligned with your current goals? I like to use a soft call to action. I find that it's easier for them to reply when you use a softer CTA. And then thanks, my name. And then this is a new thing that I'm trialing at the moment, which is working really well. But essentially, what we do is we add a PS line about their competitor. So, PS, I also noticed that main competitor is scaling their outbound, so I thought this might be relevant. And this is really cool because once again, it shows that we've done a bit of research, but also builds a bit of urgency. It tells them, you might want to look into this because one of your competitors actually is scaling. So, yeah, so that's essentially the copy that I want to go with. And what I want to show you today is how you can use Exa to basically fill in all these variables in the click of a few buttons. So you used to have to use a whole bunch of software to find different things and enrich certain things, but with Exa, it's so amazing the technology that you can do all of this pretty quickly. So let's just quickly highlight in the copy the things that we need. So we need a congrats on a recent achievement. So let me just highlight this in yellow, and everything that I highlight in yellow are going to be the things that we're going to look for in Exa. So congrats on a recent achievement. I wanted to reach out to you because I saw that you're hiring for sales roles. So hiring for sales roles is important. Let's highlight that. We can connect you. Yep. So that's just stating what we do. Don't need anything from Exa there. We did exactly this for the case study. So yeah, this is something that we need. Or the case study is something that you should have already. Sorry, can't get that from Exa, but we can get the company name from Exa as well. And I'll show you a little trick where you can sort of clean up the company name as well. And then, is this aligned with your goals? And then I also noticed that your main competitor, this is some information that we need as well. Okay, excellent. So what we're going to do is we're going to go into Exa and we're going to search for this ICP, and then we're going to enrich them by adding these yellow things. Okay, so let's get started right now. Let's go into Exa web search, and it's as easy as just typing in who you want or what you want to find. So I'm literally just going to go back here, and I'm just going to copy and paste this and go into here and paste this, and let's just do 10 results for this. So tech startups in the US who recently raised funding in the last 6 months, who are also hiring for sales roles. So if I click search, what it does, as soon as I click that button, it just like in point form gives gets me to confirm what I'm looking for. So the search criteria, its company is a tech startup in the US, correct? Raised funding in the last 6 months, correct? And they're currently hiring for sales roles. There's this enrichments tabs, which you can ask them to provide these enrichments as it finds it. But you can also do this in the next screen. So let's just click search straight away, and let's see what results it will bring up. So what Exa is doing is it's literally going out and scouring the internet, searching across billions of Exa embeddings, and it's finding it's using AI to understand our query, and searching the internet to make sure that it fits our criteria. Now this section does take a little while, can take a little while because it's doing its thing. So what they suggest is, what you might want to do is as soon as you hit search, go grab a coffee or go grab have a little break and let it do its thing. But I can already see that it's already starting to find what I'm looking for. So it's already found something that matches the three. So company is a tech startup. It's raised funding in the last 6 months, and it's currently hiring for sales role actively AI. And it even gives me a so you got the company name, and we've got a description, Series A funding. Look, yeah, it's even given us some information about the funding as well. Look, even more uh, companies have been found that fit our criteria. And yeah, so you can see like really quickly how quickly it works, you know? Okay, so as it's going, it's still going to continue to find. I don't have to wait, but I can start adding enrichment. So if I go back to the copy, what were some of the things that we're after? Okay, so congrats on a recent achievement. So this is really cool. So if I go back to the web sets, if I just add an enrichment, and so here, sorry, one second, add an enrichment, and then all that we have to do. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, so perfect. So all I have to do is start typing the type of enrichment that I want, and it's got this little AI symbol, meaning that it's AI is going to do a bit of the work for us. So the first enrichment that I want is a recent achievement, right? So, and it's a congrats line. So I just want, I can literally like congratulations on a recent achievement. Okay. Provide a description of the recent achievement of the company. So what it does is it after it takes what I've written and then it just like writes a more refined prompt for the AI. So this is the final prompt that the AI will use to create the enrichment. So it's not quite what I want. Congratulations on the recent achievement. It's saying here provide a description of the recent achievement. We don't just want the description of the recent achievement, but we want a congratulations line. And write a one sentence congrats line commending them on the achievement. And then I might even write achievement. And with cold email, you never want to use the word congratulations. It's actually a spam word. You want to use the word congrats. For some reason, that the spam filters like congrats better than they like congratulations. Okay, so that's what you want to do. So okay, so what we'll do is we'll just prompt the AI. So use the word congrats. Never say congratulations. Okay, and then let's just see what else. So if I click create now, you see a new column's been formed, and it's going to start doing that thing that we've asked it to do. Okay, what were some of the other enrichments that we wanted? Okay, so we know that they're all hiring for sales roles, so that's perfect. We've already cleared that off. The other thing was the company name. Yeah, perfect. So we've already got that as well in the list right here. And then, so we've got company name. We know that they're hiring for roles. We're doing the congratulations line. And then the last thing we need is the main competitor. Okay, so if I go back here and I go to add enrichment again, identify the main competitor. Yeah, identify the main. I'm just going to get one. Identify one main competitor of this company, and that's the enrichment competitor. So yes, you need to name the column. Identify the main. I always wanted to do one because sometimes in the past it's given me multiples. So, okay, identify one main competitor of this company and click create. Okay, cool. So in a flash, literally in a flash, we've generated these pretty cool results. So we've got company names. We've got a short description of each company. We even have the website as well, which we didn't ask for, but Exa always gives it to you. We have whether the company is a a text-based startup. We also have whether they've raised funding in the last 6 months, and if they are currently hiring for sales roles. And these 12 companies all match. Let's have a look. They've even started to generate a congratulations line. So let's just see what it's come up with. Um, so Actively AI has successfully raised 22 million in funding, including 17.5 million Series A round to enhance their solutions for sales and marketing teams. Congrats on this remarkable achievement. So, look, the way that it's written, it can be you can adjust your prompting so that the congrats line is at the front. All you would do to do that is click on these three buttons, edit column, and then you can slowly adjust. So if you're not quite happy, excuse me, with the way that the prompt it's writing the message, you can easily change that. I generally prefer to have the congrats line at the beginning. You know what? Let's just quickly do that while we're here. So we go edit column, provide a description of a recent achievement of the company, and okay, yeah. So that's right. So let me just write. Let's just write. You know what? I don't think we need. So provide a one sentence congrats line commending them on on a recent achievement. Use the word congrats. Never say congratulations. Um, provide a. Oh, sorry, my formatting is a bit off. Provide a one sentence congrats line commending them on a recent achievement. Use the words congrats. Okay, yeah, so that should be good. So click edit, and each look, they have various plans as well with Exa. Um, so just pay attention to the credit limit as well. Okay, so while it's doing that, look, it's even gone ahead and found some of the main competitors, right? So actively AI's main competitor is Salesforce. And when you click on these, it gives you a bit of the reasoning. So that's always really important. So it doesn't just give you information, it gives you a bit of a reasoning as to why it selected that variable. So based on the search results, Salesforce Sales Cloud is identified as the main competitor of Actively AI, and then it just gives you a bit of a reasoning why as well. So that's really cool. So, if I go back to my oh, the other thing that we didn't get was the first name of the person. So that's an enrichment that we can add. So what you do is you go once again, add an enrichment, and then let's go first name, first name of the contact person associated. Find the first name of the contact person for the company. Why don't I do instead of contact person, let's do decision maker. And then click create. We'll just get the first name. You should probably get the last name as well. Um, but for the purpose, you can just add another enrichment to get the last name, or you can do full name. Just for the purpose of this demonstration, I'll just get the first name. So let's have a look at our congrats lines. Sorry, I got something in my throat today. So our congrats lines have been generated. So so congrats on your recent achievement of raising 22.5 million in funding to enhance your AI solutions. So that's a great one-line sentence. Congrats on securing $40 million in recent Series B funding round. A fantastic achievement that will undoubtedly propel your growth. So you can see, like, man, these are awesome. Like, you can use these, like, literally straight away. Okay. And you just insert them into your copy. So let's do a new copy, right? Let me just copy this one and let's just do like, let me show you what this would look like. Let's just delete this. What this would look like with our enrichments added into it. Okay, so we've got, okay, let's just do actively AI, right? So um, the first thing we need is first name. Hey, first name, who's the person? Okay, it's somebody by the name of Mihir. If I click on here, okay, yep. So the decision maker of Active AI is Mihir Garimella, who is the co-founder. Okay, yeah, perfect. So that's good. So what I would do is I think I can just copy. Yep, so I just copy, you know what? Copied the name, Control C, and then, okay, so Mihir's in there. Congrats on a recent achievement. Let's go back here. Sorry. Copy. Congrats on your recent achievement. Saw that you're hiring for sales roles. We did this exactly for, we could do the same for company name. Company name is Actively AI. So I hope you can see like the power of this, and you get the idea of how powerful it can be to fill in your variables. I also noticed that main competitor is scaling outbound. So who was the main competitor? It was Salesforce. Is scaling out. So I thought this might be relevant, right? So I think we can just remove all of this. Okay. So hey Mihir, congrats on your recent achievement of raising $22.5 million in funding to enhance your AI solutions. I wanted to reach out because I saw that you're hiring for sales roles. We can connect you with 5 to 8 ideal clients in the next 20 days. We did exactly this for my case study, so I'm confident we could do the same for Actively AI. Is this aligned with your current goals? Thanks, Junior. PS, I also noticed that Salesforce Sales Cloud is scaling their outbound, so I thought this might be relevant. Okay, so I've manually done this, but you can I literally do this at scale. So I have an automation that allows me to write these messages for me and insert these variables um, in there at scale. I'm talking like thousands at a time. So you wouldn't type out each one like I have done here, but I'm just demonstrating how the variables work. But you can see how very quickly you can write a really amazingly personalized email that will get replies. Um, and you can, with a few clicks using Exa.ai, you can like get all the information you need. So like add enrichments and the possibilities are endless. Look at all the stuff you can get: company size, employee count, industry, founder date. It's just like having ChatGPT, right? How you use ChatGPT and you use it to you give it a prompt, tell it what you want, and it spits it out. This is the exact same concept, except you tell it what to find, the type of client you want to find, and it will find it. So I hope you found this video useful. I'm not affiliated with Exa, although I wish I was. They're amazing. So go check them out. I'll link their website in the description. I believe they allow you to a free trial. Yeah, you can trial it, and you can find I think 10 search results with 2 enrichments, which is still really good value. So go ahead and try it out. I think this is the future. Like, this is the future of lead generation. Searching with prompts. So please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.